We all know struggle about taming budgies, but why is that? Why budgies are so scared of humans? Sunny! No!
Budgies are everyone's favorite for their playful and charming personalities. This has made them the most famous bird pet around the world. Whenever we think of adding a bird family member, no other name than a budgie comes to our minds. And why shouldn't it? They are small, entertaining, and power-packed personalities. But this all is our side of the story. We hardly consider the other side of the story until it hits us hard. Let's get to the point from the budgie's perspective. Who is this human? Is he a predator? Where is he taking me from here on? Is he going to harm me? What should I do to save myself now? All these questions, and probably more of such, stem from the budgie's fear of a stranger coming way closer to him. And he may not be liking it at all for general or maybe specific reasons. Budgies are afraid of hands, and that too, the ones they haven't seen before. Any bird would get startled if a hand, bigger than their whole self, would suddenly enter a cage and tries to catch him. So, when your budgies jump away to the extreme corner of the cage seeing your hand entering the cage, you have just scared them to heights. Budgies are very small and fragile bird species. When in the wild, they know they're predators, and two of their biggest predators happen to be the most petted animals across the globe, and they are a cat and a dog. If you have brought your new budgie home to live with your pet cat or dog, be sure of scaring your bird away from the very first moment. He will always live in the fear of getting eaten up by his predator and will hardly get comfortable with someone who is a friend of their predator. Your budgie might not be scared of you, your hands, and even the predator at home. Sometimes it's not about you at all. It's about him. He might have an abusive past. Having an abusive parent has become more common these days with these little birds. When these little creatures don't entertain the whims and fancies of their owners, the owners mistreat them and abuse them in frustration. This scares the little bird away from the whole human species altogether. They also perceive you as their next probable abuser, and is fearful of you, and that's the only way of parenting they know. How birds see colors is quite different from how we humans see them. Birds have the ability to see ultraviolet colors too, and due to this difference in their vision, the bright colors get popped to them. The sudden burst of brightness, and that too, totally a never-before-seen one, frightens them a lot. So, if you have worn a new bright-colored dress while meeting your budgie, your beautiful dress might distance your little birdie from you. Not only budgies, but we all are also wary of strangers initially. It is only with time we slowly bond with them. Nurturing brings us a feeling of comfort while being with them. This is a general living behavior. When you bring your little birdie home, he doesn't know you at all. He'll be afraid whenever you will try to get into his personal space. It is only with time that he'll start recognizing you and get comfortable with your presence. Over time, he'll know that you are not a danger. Now, you know why your budgie is scared of you. Any of the aforesaid reasons, or a combination of them, could be the probable cause of his fear. There are some immediate signs when you can judge his fear to act at once and not scare him more. This is the most common sign of a scared budgie. If you have entered the room or is nearing his cage, he might start panting or breathing heavily. This is a sign to stop then and there and not further scare him. There is another sign of a scared budgie. When scared of your presence, he will start flapping his wings. Do not further scare him away by getting any closer. If your budgie starts pooping and it's more of a fluid than of the usual solid poop the birds do, then he is surely not comfortable with your presence. There are few other physical signs which can help you know that your little birdie is scared of your presence. He might crouch down as if to run or fly away as soon as you enter the room. He might lean back on his perch and run away to the farthest corner of the cage as if trying to get out of your reach. He might also start sucking on the feathers of his body near his mouth, just like we bite our nails when stressed out. These all are warning signs for you to act in a way so as not to bother him further. If you don't stop here, you might lose your little family member forever. Now, you have gauged your budgie's behavior and know really well that he is scared of your presence. Next, you have to put all your efforts in making him feel at home and safe too. The moment you notice your budgie's fear from his body language, just take one step at a time. Never go close to him all at once. Don't put your hands deep inside his cage. Do not try to teach him step up forcefully. Do not force feed him. Feed him from a distance by filling his bowls, and when he starts recognizing you, take the next step of lessening the distance, but only bit by bit. Always keep your voice low and soft when around your little birdie. Loud and heavy sounds will obviously scare him away, and he might never get comfortable with you. Keep the environment of your house positive. Birds are sensitive creatures and can read body language better than the said words. If you have had a bad day at work, you will have a negative aura and your budgie will catch it soon. He knows that you are in a snappy mood. Never do anything keeping in mind if you are ready for it. It's all about keeping your bird happy. So, see if your little bird is ready for it, especially in his taming and bonding session. Take one step at a time, as lifelong relationships can't be made forcefully, and that too in a day or a week. Nurture that bond with care and patience.
So now you know, only one treat can change Budgie's mind about being scared of humans. Sunny. There you go.
Watch next, previous video, or Budgie feathers. Visit our official webpage for more information and budgie care.